Should get all the formalities out of the way. Um, Shout out for my friend Shin. He's one of my mods. He helps me out a lot. He's We talk about mental health every now and then. He's very so he's a good friend. And I also like to talk about Trimpy. He helps me out. He's one of my mods, and he's what's it called? He's Anyway, he's a good friend of mine. So if you could help him out a lot, that'd be um more than enough to you know I can't even think of it. Um, or more than enough to help me out as well by helping him out. So um, and also I'd like to say shout out for Fiverr. And I updated the image just to get a better image. Uh, Shout out for Jessica 200,112. She has done some work for me, and I appreciate her art style. So if you could give her some gigs to, that'd be great if you could. And another person that has uh, completed a lot of commissions for me, Jean and them. Uh, she's done some of my, or she's worked on a lot of gigs that for, and I really appreciate her art style. So if you could help her out as well, that'd be great. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Um, so the last podcast or Sarasalandcast, we talked about Pokemon, and I figured we didn't have enough time to talk about that. So, you know, or we had enough time, but somebody else started streaming, so I figured it would be a good idea to support them and kind of end that for the day because we kind of talked about Pokemon for at least 40 to 45 minutes, pretty much, or like 40 to 50 minutes about the whole time, and so we didn't have time for Kirby. So today, we will talk about Kirby. Um, and in general for Kirby, I I would say it's almost the same thing with Pokemon. I have not played too many Kirby's at all. I only have played one probably, and that's perfectly fine. Because if you enjoy the franchise or whatever, and you only just play one, that's probably the best thing. You know, don't have the fan base or whatever bully you for not having known everything about the franchise. So, but anyway, I have only played I think Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Um, and that's the N64 one. I have tried out the demo for the newest one, for the Switch one. I think it's called Kirby Star Allies. So that one's kind of fantastic. Other than that, I think I've only again tried out Kirby Crystal Shards, and with that, I'm going to collapse this and pull it up right here. I don't know. Does that okay? I think I need to add that command again because I can't shift. Okay, so I'll leave a chat. Um. So Kirby Crystal Shards. Hey Shrimpy, thank you for dropping by or jumping in, and also Kirby Crystal Shards was the N64 one. Um, Again, also was for most of the Nintendo characters their first foray into 3D. Um, but unfortunately, were things like Mario and Zelda, you know, you had the whole world to explore, and you could run around in a 3 dimensional place. Kirby was kind of still locked to two-dimensional plane. So even with the Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, it was it's still a great game because and I don't even know now that I think about it if they ever went third dimensional, because even with the newest one on Switch, uh, that one's still locked on a two dimensional plane. So, um, wow, I don't know why it's not. Why I did not recognize. Oh, never mind. You just popped in yet, or I forgot it. Okay, never mind. I thought the purple bar was broken, and I wanted to change that a little bit, so it'll be not just more eye popping, but also be more pleasing instead of just a gray bar. So, um, anyway, uh, Kirby Crystal Shards is unique in the sense that you have not multiple playable characters, but the I think it's around here. The little red guy there, he'll be there for like vehicle stages. Like there's a stage where it's like you're rafting down the river, and it'll be at the front of the boat. And then I think there's a mine cart later. Maybe I have to tighten up Nightblock, because I this was the first time. 600 seconds. Okay, I might have to change up Nightbot because I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. So this is sorry, yeah, sorry. This is the first time trying to add. Do I do a slash in chat, Shrimpy? Well, in text, like, oh gosh, okay, okay, no, you're right. My bad, I forgot. Yeah, you sent this, you sent the code and all that. So wait, 500 seconds. So like 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Now that I think about it, it's fine. I'm sorry, Nero. I again, like, I'm still trying. Trying to get the Nightbot everything up to code. So I should have worked around with Shrimpy and all that. So, but again, since and not to be rude or anything, but also since they timed you out, you don't have to hang out if you want. Because okay, there we go. Oh yeah, because Shrimpy is a mod as well. So I completely forgot about that. Okay, so perfect. So Nightbot works. We have to tweak it for a little bit. So, um, anyway, sorry, what was I getting at? Oh, right. Was it more than three emotes? That's what I'm wondering, because Shrimpy put in three emotes, but at the same time he's one of the mods, so you know what? For right now, let me just mod Nero. Let's see. There we go. Maybe that will be fine for right now. Anyway, uh, but no, Nero, no, I'm. Oh wait, no. Again, thank you for dropping by, Nero. What else was I gonna say? Um, oh, oh, there's a my bad. There's an underscore. Okay, well, I'll try that again. Slash. Oops, wrong. And then underscore. Bam. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Um, what makes Kirby and the Crystal Shards, the N64 one, unique is that you get to use two powers at once, kind of like in the screenshot over here. In that screenshot, they have fire and the edge weapon, so or the boomerang weapon. So if you combine those, you get like a big fire sword. So it's really cool. Other than that, you get a lot of other fantastic abilities. If you can look them up, they're great. And I kind of wish I had like gifs of them now that I think about it. But oh right. Like if you combine like fire and bomb, you get like fireworks. Or there are seven elements in the game, or seven to choose from. There's electric, a bomb, boomerang slash edge or whatever, fire, ice, and there's this orange triangle pointy thing, and then rock. If you combine fire and bomb together, it makes fireworks. If you combine fire and electricity together, you get a match. The match is really funny. Kirby rubs it on his head, and he just runs around like that. And then the fire sword, which is the green, which is the fire, and the boomerang. If you combine rock with bomb is really like super dangerous and amazing. You'll toss out this big thing of dynamite. If it hits an enemy, the hitbox is so huge, so you can end up damaging yourself a lot of the time. That ability is usually not worth it. Again, you need to combine certain abilities also to find secrets, which is the game's like currency slash 100% completion. You get the quote unquote crystal shards, and then after you beat the final boss, you go after a secret final boss as well. So it's another one of Nintendo's games which is weird. Just on the 64, that Kirby and the Star Fox are for some reason the only ones that have like alternate bosses or alternate secret bosses. So, other than that, I'll get back to the powers. I think rock and electricity, you get something like it's almost out of like Dragon Ball Z. You get like this magnetic boulder following you around, and it could hit enemies and all that. And then if you combine rock with the boomerang, you get you go like carve out animals, and the animals can like do special like abilities and all that. Like if you get some of the birds, they can fly higher than some of the Kirby's natural uh breathing techniques or whatever. I can't say the where he puffs up and flies and all that. So the animal statues one is pretty funny. With ice, if you combine ice and the boomerang, it's a curling stone, which a curling stone is a little bit weird, but at the very least it's kind of fun to see it for the first time. Uh, Ice and the spiky orange triangle thing, you get like a giant snowflake. It's kind of funny. Ice and bomb, you get like a big snowman and it explodes. Ice and electricity, you get a refrigerator, which is kind of funny, and it throws out healing items that you could pick up. And ice, and oh, okay, maybe ice and rock is curling stone, and I think ice and boomerang is ice skating, which is pretty funny. Oh, Kirby anime shows. I have never seen those, but I think if I remember correctly, there's only like Kirby right back at you, right, and that's it. Because like I'm sorry, like I can't think of like any of the Kirby um uh anime shows. It's or sorry about that, Trim, because I was really going like, yeah, I for like any of the like shows or like manga outside of the material, I have never like read it or seen it. Oh, so you watched the show a lot, and then you picked up a copy of Smash Brothers. That's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So sorry, I have no idea about the anime. Um, Same thing with like a lot of other animes as well. I think there's a Mega Man one. I don't remember if like the Mega Man one was broadcast for like 4 kids or whatever. That's where I think um like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and oof, I think like Cubics Robots for Everyone or something like that. There's a lot of weird shows on 4 kids or WB Kids or whatever that was gosh, that was their block of entertainment. I think too it's like they I think it was like it was either WB Kids or Fox Kids. They ran like X-Men and all that. So what was I gonna say? Oh, never mind. I think like WB Kids had Pokemon every now and then. I think it's like with Pokemon they had what's it called? Um they had Pokemon I think initially on WB Kids, and then it was on Cartoon Network for a while, and then I don't remember how long it ran on Cartoon Network. I just remember that it was almost like simultaneously on WB Kids and Cartoon Network. So, but yeah, I don't know if the Kirby anime ran for too long. I would imagine it would only ran for for one season. I think like almost the same thing with. I'm surprised Sonic had more than because I didn't watch the Sonic cartoon slash Sonic anime originally, but I watched it on Hulu, and I was going like Sonic anime has the worst possible song, and I know it's like people pull it up all the time as like a joke, but Sonic X has a worst theme song, I swear. And some of the worst voice acting, I swear as well. Sorry, back to Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Uh, if you combine the spiky with bomb, you get some weird uh you get some weird like almost like depth charge, and so you have like 4 or 5 seconds the whole time what's it called? You're when you activate the ability. If you have the spike and electricity, you become like a little lightning rod. It's kind of funny. Um, these are don't worry, these are the last two, and then we'll kind of talk about the like other notable aspects of Kirby. With the bomb, if you combine bomb and electricity, you get like a light bulb. It's kind of funny. Um, Another like standout ability is the explosive. Did I put it on the back? Oh, explosive ninja stars. And lastly for electric, if you and also if you combine two abilities or two of the same elements together, you get like a better or bigger version of it. So you'll get like electricity. You'll have like a bigger electric field, or with fire, you'll have a bigger thing that toss around. I almost forgot, and I wrote it down as well. If you combine electric and boomerang, you get a what's it called? A double bladed lightsaber. So it's really it was really it was really good to try all the abilities and see which ones were the best. Honestly, probably the double bladed lightsaber was probably one of the better ones. So Um, Again, I kind of wish I had the GIF of it, but and I know it's kind of the images right here. Notable things about Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards is there's this picnic area at the end of every level, and you have a chance to pick up either those stars or food items or one up or an enemy info card. The stars are kind of like function like coins or rings, similar to like Mario or Sonic, and that's kind of it with the picnic thing. It's kind of funny if you miss, Kirby will have a couple of tears, and then if you land on an item, he'll raise it triumphantly over his head. So it was I don't know what it is, but I almost feel like Kirby is really expressive in for this game, and I don't know if they did that as much with the other like hit Nintendo games at the time, like Zelda and Mario. Again, they blinked their eyes, and I don't. Other than that, I was trying to think about what other like like super key things that they do, but I can't remember whether or not this Kirby game was released near the end of the Nintendo 64 life cycle or it was kind of in the middle. Because I could understand that for Super Mario 64, since it was released really early, that they couldn't have put a lot of, or couldn't put everything in there. But if they have a game that's towards the end, you see more polish and see them really bring out everything. Other than that, there are, again, like I was saying, or I kind of mentioned it earlier, um, with Waddle Dee and King Dedede. King Dedede is the penguin in the upper right, and Waddle Dee is in the lower left. Um, Waddle Dee will have vehicle based stages, so there's one where they raft down the river, and yeah, King Dedede. Um, and then there'll be, I think, another level later that he'll be in a Waddle Dee will be in a minecart. Um, the penguin King Dedede, yeah. He'll be in. He'll come around, and Kirby will like hop up on his back. So then yeah, emphasis on the D. Um, so Kirby will get on his back, and that rest of that section will be with King DDDDD with his hammer, and then that section will usually end. And the upper left corner, Adeline. Yeah, I am Shrimpy. I am streaming from my new PC. Everything is like crisp and clean, and I hopefully there's no lagging, but I could be wrong. Um, I again like I think there was one other thing that I had to reconfigure, and that was some of the shortcut for the keyboard, which was bringing up the chat without the Streamlabs up. So that's the only thing I have to reconfigure. Other than that, everything that's pretty nice. Thank you very much, Shrimpy. Other than that, uh, thank you very much, Shrimpy, because I was really hoping to get to 35 before it ended, and I was thinking of giving some gift subs as well. So, but I don't know yet. Oh, were you seeing if that was? Thank you as well. Gosh, what's it called? I don't know if I can see it yet. Um, Thank you very much. Yeah, my the Mia got approved today, so I was really happy about that. I was thinking about um, what's it called? Yeah, sorry, I can't tell from my like phone. Yeah, I was. Gosh. Can I just gift sub in chat with the slash? So, or do I have to do it through like a browser? Okay, well then, if worse comes to worse, I you know what? Because again, thank you very much, Nero. Thank you again, Shrimpy. I think what I'll do. Okay, I'm almost done with the topic, and then I'll answer your cues. Um, but I was going to say, since I was gonna, what's it called? I'll ask Shin because Shrimpy, you given enough as it is. Thank you very much, and thank you as well as Nero for continuing that. We might have we might have 21 subs. I don't know what the sub points, but hopefully I'll drop 5, possibly off camera because I don't know right now if I can do that from here. But yeah, I think I'll ask Shin to see if he can get the last 3, because if we get to 35, then I could have one more emote, and that's value for the channel. So um I honestly don't know what I will want as well for what's it called? Um what I want the emotes after 50, so right. I might do that. I was thinking about that for like tier 2, but I might do that eventually. So, but also I was thinking of another like, chat badge for people that have at least 2 to 3 months ago. So, um what else? Oh, right, yeah, your cute doggo. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. Next, will that be your 6th emote or 5th emote, Shrimpy? Um, I think the only other thing I want to say about Kirby Crystal Shards is that there are 3 mini games that you can play, and I'm sorry I forgot to say in the upper left corner. That's Adeline. Adeline helps out in your adventure by drawing you like food items and 1-ups if you're already fully healed. So she helps out a lot. It's a really cool thing. Other than that, what else do I want to do, or what else do I want to say? There are 3 mini games that you can play with for people. There's something called bumper crop, which you pick up fruits and what else? Fruits, and you try and like make others like pick up the bomb fruits, which they get minus points. There's like a 100-meter dash, which you can like slip on frogs, and slipping on frogs looks really funny because like Kirby has like this very bemused expression, like his like our eyes are like popping open. So the other thing I think I was gonna say is the last mini game is like a block battle. It's kind of like you try and throw people off the cliffs or whatever. It's kind of confusing without an image, so sorry about that. Other than that, I think my closing remarks would be have to be um, if you have a chance, watch the cutscenes at the very least um for Kirby Crystal Shards. They're amazing because it's like Um, like Kirby will be like munching on like food and stuff, so you can see his it looks like a cat's mouth or whatever, and he has he looks really funny. That's all I can say. So Shrimpy, what are your questions before we kind of end it for the day? Because I think that's all I can say in general for the podcast or for the Sarasalandcast. Um, and also I was gonna tell you, Shrimpy and Nero, I do I always when I uploaded my videos to YouTube, I always had a Windows Movie Maker, so they didn't have that on this computer, so I was a bit bummed. But I have downloaded OpenShot, and OpenShot is a bit better, but I'm still taking some time to learn it. So it's not like the best editing and all that, but it's still something rather than nothing. So I'm happy about it. Right, right. Yeah, they released Super Mario 60 or Super Mario Sunshine and or 64 Sunshine and Galaxy, and I was looking at them kind of going like, okay, that's fine cuz they released Sunshine and it was a GameCube title cuz they rarely release the GameCube titles unless you're talking about Metroid or Zelda. Um Other than that, but yeah, it looked great. I thought it was kind of yeah. You know what? That might be um, another good podcast to try out. So um, I'll write that down. Honestly, I do have the pen right here. So I accidentally broke my pen. Oh, there it goes. So, um, so I was going to say it's not embarrassing for what's it called? I'll have to wash that off. Kind of fell on the floor. Um, but I think it was kind of funny too that 3D All Stars or whatever. Right, right. I'll put that down as well. And actually, thank you for the subject material, Shrimpy, because I was really going like, what am I even going to um talk about for the next couple things, but this just might be the new one. Um, but also, did you know that I'll say what I was gonna say, and then I'll jump to uh the uh the movies and all that. Did I think it was kind of embarrassing that 3D All Stars had a day one patch or something like that. I heard that, and I was going like, oh come on, they can't be like Assassin's Creed over here or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, for like Syndicate or the French one, they had a day one patch if I'm not mistaken. And but I was gonna say, did you know that besides the old Super Mario movie, um, that uh that they're making a new one? Yeah, apparently they're making a new Super Mario movie, and it's by the guys at Illumination. So like the Minions slash Secret Life of Pets slash Sing. So um I'm kind of yeah. I think they can do a good job. I don't know what they're gonna do. Um, right, right. Podcast on Ninja Turtles. They haven't sprung up in a while. I mean, I think they have something on what's it called on Nintendo or not Nintendo Nickelodeon right now. They had a 3D like oriented show where they like went to space as well, but what's it called? And they I'm surprised they did so much for that 3D animated show, and they ended it, which I don't know why they ended it, but they have another new Ninja Turtle one where they're back to 2D animation, and what's it called? And I haven't seen any of it, but I don't know if it's good or bad. So, again, honestly, we could honestly say, and to be fair, to the current or next generation, we probably don't like it as much, or it might be whack because no, you're right, Shrimp, because it's again to appeal to the next generation or the next kids. So, again, it's perfectly fine, and all that. Other than that, it's like it's like with Teen Titans Go. It's like Teen Titans Go. I don't really like it, but again, it's not designed for me to like it. It's designed for the kids to So, and yeah, so that's perfectly understandable. So, in fact, on if you guys have Hulu, they have that movie Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, and it's kind of funny. They they fight each other, and they have the same voice actor, so it's like they're talking to themselves. It's kind of funny. Um, I don't know where else it would be. Maybe I don't know if Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans would be on Crunchyroll or like Funimation or anything like that. Because again, it's kind of anime-ish, but it's not exactly, or the old Teen Titans versus new Teen Titans. So, Shivi, do you have any more questions? Because I think it might be a good time to what's it called, to call it. So, okay, so yeah, thank you for asking those questions, Shrimpy. But yeah, maybe one of those four things that you put up for a podcast might uh I think will be a good idea. Um, I think maybe in the next upcoming weeks, we'll pick up those subjects, and that'll be the next episode. So anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you, Shrimpy. Thank you, Nero. I'm your host, Reroll Zero, and I am signing off.